Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video guys, I just want to share with you my analysis on Nasdaq for the upcoming week, which is gonna start on the 31st Monday. So today is Saturday as I'm making this video. The date is 29 of July, and on Monday it's gonna be 31st of July. So this analysis actually is based on the upcoming week. Of course, whatever I'm going to be predicting here in terms of price action, it might not happen next week, and you might have to wait until it happens on the week after the one that is coming now. All right, so it's only price action, it's only following the trend. That's how you make money when you're trading these indices or currencies. But I prefer indices because it's easy to understand the fundamentals, and also they are always trending. When it comes to currencies, it's a bit difficult to make money there, but there's guys who are making money in currencies, because currencies, I find them difficult to trade because they're always ranging. There's no volatility. There's likely fundamentals that actually drive the market, and they are also manipulated by central banks. So I don't quite like them. So here I have a chart of Nasdaq actually showing you a nice uptrend. Yes, you can see this year in 2023 we're in a clear uptrend, which is a rebound or a recovery from last year's bear market. You can see I'm drawing this trend line, which is touching these 3 points to be accurate. As you can see, as first point, second point, and the third point. So this is a recovery from last year's bear market. As you can see, from 2021, the market has been declining, and the whole of 2022, it was red. Most of the portfolios were down from the investing perspective point of view. But if you're trading, of course, you made money because there were opportunities for you to follow the trend and go short as the market goes down. But now things have changed. Now we just resume our long-term uptrend. We are going up now because the market or the indices over a long period of time, they always go up. So now we're in an uptrend actually, and a lot of people are actually being hurt by this market because they were expecting a recession, and they were expecting that the market will continue being in the bear market and continue to go down. But that is not happening because when you look at the data in terms of the economic data, things are not looking so bad. We still have higher inflation. The Fed is still increasing interest rates, but corporate earnings are actually doing better. Companies are reporting corporate earnings that are beating the street estimates. They are beating the estimates. First quarter of 2023, most of the stocks in the US, they reported good earnings, 80% of them. And then even now, second quarter, almost 80% of the companies so far, they have reported good earnings. And the GDP on Thursday, it was reported very, very, very good today. The number was quite good, which shows you that the US economy is still not in recession yet. I don't know if we're gonna be in recession soon or next year. I don't like to predict, economic events, unlike some of the people do, because that is quite dangerous when it comes to trading, even when it comes to investing. So it's much better to just follow your system or your strategy. When it comes to trading, just follow your price action, trade with the trend. When it comes to investing, just follow your process or your system. For example, my system is to buy good quality companies when they are undervalued, when the intrinsic value, when the price is actually is below intrinsic value. So when they're undervalued, I buy them for long-term investment. When it comes to trading, I just follow the trend, which is price action. I don't like not making predictions and then trading or investing based on predictions. Okay, so I recently took a trade, which was a winning trade on my other accounts here with my phone, actually using MT4. So this is my eToro platform, which I use for trading and also for investing, but I prefer to use it for investing for long term. But when opportunities come for trading, I do also take those opportunities. So here on Nasdaq, we're currently in an uptrend, which is quite very, very nice. You can see we're making a series of higher highs and higher lows here, higher high there, and another higher high and higher lows. So my biasness direction now, it's upward, is to go look for long opportunities to trade with the trend, because that's the most important thing that you need to do as a trader first, is to decide the direction first. In this case, it's upward. I'm looking for long opportunities because the trend is upward. It's not a downtrend. So I can't be looking for short opportunities while it's a uptrend, because Uh, it might work. There are guys who do that, which is known as counter trend trading, but I don't like it because chances of making money they are very less. I prefer to go for easy money, which is just following the trend. So this is the daily chart, and you can see we're in uptrend, and we are in the steep uptrend now, showing you that this trend is gaining momentum because companies are releasing great earnings. As you can see now here, the price keeps on testing this trend line now, which is the new trend line. So we have the major one here, and then we have the secondary one here, which is here now, which is being tested by this market. You can see it's bouncing off here. Now, when you go to 30 minutes, which is where I prefer to place my trades, you see that the market, it was testing a quite significant level along this trend line here, because now I'm looking for long opportunities, and this is a trend line in a daily chart. As you can see, the price keeps on coming here and make these wicks, long tails on daily candlesticks. But then in this zone here, there is a level which was tested actually here. So the price was kind of in a range because it's overextended when you look at the weekly chart. So on 30 minutes here, you can see we had this structure here. This is where the price keeps on bouncing. And then now this structure here, it's in conjunction, it's in conjunction with what? With the trend line. So there's two level of structures here. The trend line, which acts as support. And then there's this now horizontal level, which also acts as support. As you can see, the price came here and it spent some time here, being rejected. Buyers were supporting the price, preventing it from breaking this structure going down. They were pushing the price all the time. Then it came back. And this is where now I realized that there's an opportunity here to buy and catch this move as the price goes upward, which is what I did. So I did make some, I did make some good profit here on my 900 Rand account. I made around 6% gain in one day on Friday. I made around 600 Rand, which was a great profit on that day. So I bought it here. Now, what is currently happening now, what I'm looking forward to for the upcoming week, it's the market to pull back to the structure again. I can't tell you that it will hold or it will break this level, but what I know is that I'm following my system. My biasness in terms of the trading, it's go looking for long opportunities on structures. When the price comes to a structure support level, then I will be buying them until that structure it fails, and then now the trend changes. Then I'll be looking for short opportunities. But of course, I also do look at fundamentals on what's happening in terms of the economy. Of course, the Fed is increasing interest rates. Everyone is expecting a recession, but that has not yet happened because there's a lot of economic data that is coming, which shows you that we are actually not in a recession yet, because corporate earnings are still increasing. They're doing good, and GDP is also growing. So next week, what I'm looking for now, it is this price to make a U-turn to come back and test this level again. If it does that and comes back and tests this level again here on 30 minutes, of course, I will be looking for a bounce. I will be looking for price to bounce off and continue to go up higher again to this zone here, because it looks like it's in a range between these two levels here. Let me just draw another one here, which is now a resistance between this area here. Price looks like it's in a range. It's trading between these two levels, which we normally call them as support and resistance. Can you see that? So this is on 30 minutes. You can see this level is quite strong. It was tested as resistance and even here support, but it was breached. Then the price went back and then it was rejected. It came again rejected. So I'm not interested on shorting this drop because the trend is upward. My system, my strategy, I'm looking for long opportunities because it's the overall market in the bigger picture in terms of higher time frames, daily and weekly. We are in an uptrend. So I'm looking for long opportunities. You can see but here there's a resistance. There's an opportunity for you to go short. But my system does not allow me to do that, because if I do that, I will be breaking my own rules, and that won't be good in terms of my consistency and my profitability. Because for you to be profitable, you need to be consistent with your system. Then you'll get consistent results, which is profitability. So That's what I'm looking for the week that is coming, to go long when the price come to this area. Of course, my long position will be here, go long here, and the stop loss just below structure. As you can see here, that my stop loss is going to be just below structure, and profit target all the way up back to the previous resistance. You can see here the risk to return ratio is quite great, which is 1 to 2.6, almost 1 to 2.3. That is a great risk to return ratio if you buy around these zones here for the price to bounce off and go up higher again. All right. So that's what I'm looking for the week that is coming. I will be watching the market closely to buy again there. But then if you are a counter trend trader, this is still an opportunity for you when the market opens to go short here. If your system or your strategy allows you to do that, you can go short here, short the market there, and then your stop loss just a little bit above the structure here, and then your stop loss will just be your take profit. I mean, it will be just here on the support levels. When we are buying here, you will be selling, we'll be buying from you, because you will be taking a profit. So we will be buying us here. So that's a great thing. You will be closing your position, by the way. Then us will be buying here. Looking forward to make profit as the price continue to go up there. But of course, that's just price action. Anything can happen. You know, this level can fail and price can start to do something else and do this, because on higher time frames, this market is quite overextended. So we can see price can fail actually. That's another option. So, but we can predict that. We just need to be consistent and execute our strategy. We don't know when it will fail, so we can't predict that one. But if it happens, of course, it will break that level and then it will start going back up again. And then now, once it does that, short term, the trend will be downward now, because you can see this previous swing low, it will be violated. And then when the price comes back to this level, then I will be looking for a short opportunity on a lower time frame. But on a higher time frame, I will still be bullish. But on a lower time frame, where I place my entry, then I will be looking for short opportunities. I will be looking for a bounce, a break, and come back to retest, and then continue to go downward again. So these are the possible outcomes. And another outcome that can happen again next week for long opportunities, it's this one. If the price breaks this level and continue going upward, and then get rejected along this previous swing high here, and then bounce back to retest this previous resistance, which will act as support, and test this level again. And then if that level is tested again, because on a longer time frame and this lower time frame, there will be now confluence. So my long position business will be valid, and I will be looking for buy opportunity for the price to continue going up again. So there is 3 scenarios here that will play out, that I'm expecting them to play out. Price to continue down. You can short if your system allows you. When it gets these points, I will be looking for a long opportunities to buy at this level here. Or price can come all the way downward here and break this level and then pull back to retest it. Then I'll be looking for short opportunities. But in this case, I'll be following a downtrend on a lower time frame, while keeping in mind that the higher time frame is still bullish. Or the third option is the price being choppy here for a long time and then finally break out and come back to test, and then you buy and capture this upward move here. So this is the lower time frame 30 minutes analysis so far. Now let's take a look at a higher time frame like a weekly. I want to show you something that the price it's overextended by using oscillators such as the RSI, the relative strength index. So RSI will show you that the market is overbought, yeah, overbought on higher time frames. So in terms of investing and also trading, I am expecting these indices or this market to pull back at least by 7% going forward. Because if you take a look at the weekly charts like here, can you see this weekly chart here? Let me just take this out, because that was trading on a lower time frame for next week. But then when you look at the bigger picture now, on the longer time frames, you can see we're approaching the previous swing highs with this move. It's been quite a long period of time with this market going upward like that. So we need a little bit of relief, a breathe out. So let me just put an indicator here which will show you that RSI, just to show you that the price is a bit overextended. Yes, can you see that? Here is my RSI, and I have the 70 levels here. Then the bottom one is 30 level. In the middle, it's 50. So when this purple line is above this 70 line, the price is overbought. It's about to come back and retrace. And if you look at this historically, you can see this, it plays out quite well. Here, that line was overbought. It was over 70, and the price, it went down again. We had a pullback here, a little bit of relief. Same thing happened here, you can just look all the other points where this RSI was above 70, we had a little bit of relief. So same thing here, it could happen. As you can see, our RSI is overbought, it's above 70. So we might have a pullback going downward. So that's another information that you need to keep in mind when you're trading on your lower time frames, that we might pull back to previous structures as this market goes up. So far the closest structure here, which I see, which will act as support if the price pulls back, it's this one here. Can you see that? We have this structure here on weekly. That will be the first one where we might see this market pulling back to, or we could see this market just ranging within this zone here, coming back to this zone here. If I draw a second line now, it's a zone, because the price, it might pull back to this zone here and start being choppy around that area. It might pull back here on the weekly time frame, and it will start being choppy, So when you go to daily time frame, with that in mind, of course, we will be back to this level here. Let me just make it a little bit smaller. We will be here around the zone. And if you go to 30 minutes, if we pull back with that, it's quite a long one, actually. It's quite a long one in 30 minutes. You can see even my previous level here for day trading Nasdaq, it will be violated. So the trend, it will be downward. All right. So that's all from me for the week that is coming. As you can see here, this is what I'm expecting in a long term. But for short term next week, I already explained those scenarios on the 30 minutes, which I am looking forward to. But then in a long term, of course, I'm still expecting this market to pull back a little bit to these areas here. So if the price comes back to that area here, to that zone, we will be actually testing two levels, as you can see here. If we come back to this zone here, let me just fix this. If we come back to this area, of course, we'll be testing this level, the trend line, and also this zone here, which is a strong level of support, because on the weekly chart, we are overextended. But if we don't next week, we're still holding up to these highs. Starting from next week, you should be looking forward to play this market in the 30 minutes time frame. But going forward for the month of September, this is the level where you must expect the market to come back for August and late September. But I think the whole of August, we could see a pullback all the way up here. But for next week, long term, of course, just watch out for these 30 minutes moves, because I already caught a move around these zones here, which is coming back, and buying or selling, or wait for a break of the structure here, and then come back for retest, and then you sell, or wait for the price to break above this level, retest, and then you buy for next week. But for long term, do watch out for this pullback here, which will be around this zone here. All right, guys, with that being said, I hope you are having a profitable year this year in terms of investing for long term and also for trading, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.